Hello friends, this is our ninth lecture of steam and gas power plants from power plant engineering. In last lecture, we have seen about refrigerator and intercooler, that means some accessories of and component of gas turbine plants. Okay, today's topic is gas turbine. Let's see. The expander section of gas turbine can be next component is gas turbine. The expander section of gas turbine can be one of two basic type, that is the axial flow and the radial inflow turbine. But axial flow turbine are the most efficient. Axial flow turbine. Axial flow turbines are the most widely used in gas turbine units. They are highly efficient in most operational ranges. The flow in this turbine is in the axial direction, both at the entrance and exit section, like their compressors counterparts. They usually consist of more than one stage. There are two types of axial flow turbine: the impulse turbine and the reaction turbine. In the impulse type axial flow turbine, gases are working fluid enter the rotor at a very high velocity. Because of entire enthalpy drop takes place in the nozzle, whereas in case of the reaction turbine, the enthalpy drop is divided between the nozzle and the rotor. Gas turbine are also axial flow types. The basic requirement of turbine are lightweight, high efficiency, reliability in operation, and long working life. The product of combustion consists of a mixture of gases at high temperature and pressure are passed to the gases turbine. These gases, in passing over the turbine blade, expand and thus do the mechanical work. The temperature of the exhaust gases from the turbine is about 900 Fahrenheit. Large work output can be obtained per stage with the high blade speed when blades are designed to sustain high stresses. Most stages uh, are always preferred on gas turbine power plant because it helps to reduce stress on the blade and increase overall life of turbine. Cooling of gas turbine blade is essential for long life as it is continuously subjected to high temperature gases. Then alternator, next component is alternator. Alternator, the gas turbine is coupled into the alternator. The alternator convert the mechanical energy to the electrical energy. The output of alternator is given to the bus bars through transformers, isolators, and circuit breakers. Starting motor. Before starting the turbine, compressor has to be uh, started. For this purpose, an electric motor is mounted on the same shaft as that of gas turbine. The motor is energized by batteries. Once the unit starts, a part of the mechanical power of the turbine drives the compressor, and there is no need of the motor as the turbine power is utilized by compressors. Methods to improve thermal efficiency of gas turbine. The power output and thermal efficiency of gas turbine plant can be improved by providing a regenerator, intercooler, and reheater. The improvement sacrifice of simplicity, weight, space, and constants. Gas turbine with regenerator. The diagrammatic arrangement. Here is the diagram. You can see the regenerator. Okay, that means once steam is expanded on the gas turbine, again it is used to add some amount of heat to the um, input gases. Okay, this is what regenerator is. Uh, the diagrammatic arrangement of simple cycle with heat exchanger called regenerator and is accompanied by corresponding TS diagram. Uh, okay, let me show you that TS diagram. Here is the TS diagram. 1 to 2 procedure uh, in which temperature is added, that means uh, fuel is injected. Then okay, 2 to 3 procedure, fuel injection and heat addition to that substance. 3 to 4 turbine output. Then again 4 to 1 is, you can see at these points, okay, the turbine steam is expanded on the turbine, and the steam which is exhausted, which is again brought in contact with that compressing fluid or compressed fluid. Here the fuel is added, okay, at this location. 2 to 3 fuel is added, and while this, the uh, heat exchange is also done. This shows that the temperature of the compressed gas has been raised from T2 to T9 in the heat exchanger, with a fall in exhaust gas temperature from T4 to T6. The high temperature gases will be discharged by turbine at the end of expansion. This high temperature based heat can be utilized to preheat the compressed air before entering the combustion chamber. The reheating is done in counterflow type of heat exchanger called regenerator. With regenerator, there is no change in compressor work, turbine work, and hence net work. But there is a substantial reduction in the fuel consumption to bring the air to required turbine in temperature, so result in increasing thermal efficiency. You can, here is the efficiency, and the pressure variation is shown on the figure. Uh, Figure shows the thermal efficiency of a regeneration cycle plotted against pressure ratio. The following points should be observed. First one is, with regeneration efficiency reduced as pressure ratio increases. This is due to the fact that as the pressure ratio increases, the delivery temperature from the compressor increases, and ultimately exhaust gas temperature of turbine increases. Then heat lost from the air to the exhaust gas in regenerator. Low pressure ratio and high temperature are favorable for regenerative cycle since large heat recovery is possible. A function of heat exchanger or regenerator are heat added is by air heater, heat rejected in cooler with cooling media. The gas turbine plant with intercooling. The compression is performed in two or more stages, but between two stages there is intercooler where cooling takes place at constant pressure. The cooled air has less volume, requires small compressor with less expenditure of energy. The isothermal compression can be approximated by intercooling between the stage of compressor. The ratio of compression is in each stage is low. The intercooling reduces the compression work without affecting the turbine work, so there is improvement in the work ratio and thereby increasing efficiency. Okay, here the intercooling is shown. There are two turbine used. Okay, low pressure turbine in which heat is added, sorry, air is pushed somewhat higher pressure than intercooler. Okay, because of compression the temperature of air also goes on increasing. Okay, because of compression uh, this temperature of air somewhat goes on increasing because it absorbs some mechanical work. Okay, therefore intercooling reduce the volume of this inlet air. That's why it it makes the more air available for high pressure compression. Again, in that case volume, air is compressed, fuel is added, and then the work output is taken. Okay, in intercooling, heat supplied Cp into T3 minus T2 is greater than that of simple stage compression, Cp into T3 minus Ta. So net output is also increased. Hence, the increased heat supply reduce the thermal efficiency. An expression can be obtained for work output in on line similar to those given in previous case and will be found to be a functional of maximum temperature ratio and pressure ratio. Here is the TS diagram shown for intercooling. Okay, uh, pressure is increase. Okay, this P1 here at P1, then again somewhat temperature is decreased, that means this one is A to B is intercooling process, then again it is raised to somewhat higher pressure, that is P2, then again it is expanded on the gas turbine and its pressure decreases. Okay, so in this way this TS diagram is shown for intercooler gas turbine plant with reheating. Okay, reheating, that means there are two turbine. Okay, once we compress the air is compressed, again it is added with some fuel and expanded out first high pressure turbine, then again it is again added with some air heat by any means, and then again it is expanded on the low pressure turbine. Okay, in this way this works. This is the diagram for reheating. So total power output get. Okay, this improvement can be achieved by compounding of turbine into high pressure and low pressure section. After partial expansion in high pressure section, the gas is reheated to initial temperature. Turbine work in single stage is equals to Cp T3 minus T4 plus Cp into T4 minus Ta. Since T5 minus T6 is greater than T4 minus Ta, from this no net work done work ratio is equals to Wt minus Wc upon Wt. Reheating increases the turbine work without affecting the compressor work. So there is an improvement in work ratio. Further, in reheating, more fuel consumption, although the net output is also increased by reheating. The effect of more fuel consumption is predominant and there is slightly drop in thermal efficiency. So with reheating, the temperature of the gas leaving the low pressure turbine is much larger or higher. So regenerator must be provided to recover the sum of the energy going with exhaust gases. When two turbines are used, the higher pressure turbine feed the compressor and low pressure turbine provide the net output. Such improvement will increase the efficiency of fractional load. Advantages of gas power plant. Here are some advantages. Warm up time. Once the turbine is brought up to rated speed by starting the motor and fuel is ignited, the gas turbine will accelerate to full load without warming up. Maintenance and construction cost is less than thermal or diesel power plants. Then low weight to size ratio. The weight of the gas turbine per kilowatt is low, which is favorable feature in the vehicles. Fuel flexibility. Any hydrocarbon fuel from high octane gasoline to heavy diesel oil and pulverized coal can be used efficiently. Floor space and lubrication. Because of its small size, the floor space requirement for its installation is less. Lubrication of compound is easy. High efficiency. Suitable blade cooling permit the high gas turbine inlet temperature, yielding the high thermal efficiency around 30%. Then startup and shutdown of a gas turbine plant can be started up as well as shut down very quickly, thus suitable for peak load damage demand for certain region. Combined cycle gas turbine power plant can be used in conjunction with a bottoming steam plant in combined cycle mode to yield overall fuel to electricity efficiency up to 35%. The equivalent or requirement of water is very less as compared to an equivalent thermal power plant, so there is no any restriction in installation of gas power turbine plant. Air disposal in thermal power plant station, ash disposal from the poses serious problem. This is not so in gas turbine power plant. Transmission losses, it can be located in the load center itself, therefore transmission loss is minimal. Installation cost is less compared to thermal power plant. Only foundation is required. The plant comes from the factory to site almost fully assembled. Low capital cost, the capital cost per kilowatt is very less. The disadvantages are part load efficiency is less, highly sensitive to component. Compressor and turbine efficiency, the efficiency depend upon atmospheric condition like atmospheric temperature and pressure. Higher rate is required to limit the maximum turbine inlet temperature. As a result, exhaust loss high. Large compressor work is required, which tells up efficiency of the plant. High quality air and gas filter required so that no air enter causes erosion on turbine. Life of plant is limited. Requirement of special method and alloys for different component of the plants. Special cooling method required for cooling turbine blade. Then its applications are, the major field application of gas turbines are aviation, power generation, oil and gas industry and marine propulsion. All these are the application of gas turbine power plants. Okay. Next one is the maintenance procedure. These are uh, these were the gas turbine power plant. Now let's see how to maintain this gas turbine power plant. Before again, three things we have seen today, that is regenerator, then intercooler, and one more is there, what, regenerator and intercooler and combust reheater. Three things we have seen. Okay, regenerator, intercooler and reheater. See all the TS diagram of or PV diagram whichever are given for this staging. In the reheater, basically uh, we heat the inlet air or inlet medium with the help of exhausted steam or exhausted gases. We absorb the heat from exhausted gases. Okay, this is reheating. Now intercooling is what? Because of the compression work, the temperature of compressed air get increased. Okay, that's why we are using here two compressor. When or why? Because when the temperature is added because of compressor 1, then we reduce the temperature by intercooler, which increase the compression efficiency of high pressure compressor. That means we are intercooling that or cooling of medium takes place between two compressor, so that to have maximum compressor efficiency. And then next one is reheater. In case of reheater, what we do, uh, we compress the air, add the fuel into it expand on low pressure turbine, and then the exhausted gas from that low pressure turbine is again added with some fuel or in air. That means it is again heated and again expanded on high pressure turbine. So in this it is firstly exhausted on high pressure turbine and then it is exhausted on the low pressure turbine, so that to increase the work output. In this way this gas turbine work. Okay, in I think we will discuss this topic in next lecture, maintenance procedure of major component of gas power plant. Okay, before that study all this chapter that we have discussed in some previous lectures. Okay, today stop here. Thank you.